Hey, good morning, folks. Nick here from thesuburbanangler.com, and just wanted to come out and talk to you for a little while this morning. I know it's been a long time since I've been on YouTube, so I figured we'd share a cup of coffee together. Coming to you today from my new back porch, actually. I don't know if you can see behind me. I've got a little bit of view of Lake Lanier and then the North Georgia mountains on past that. I want to talk about my absence from YouTube and from the blog a little bit. Excuse me. Again, like I said, I just moved to a new place, so moving takes an awful long time and an awful lot of trouble. You guys have heard me talk about the little girl, my significant other, not offspring. We moved her down to Florida, and she's got a beautiful place down right on the water. So you'll start seeing a little bit more from Florida from me as well. Hopefully pretty soon. We're going to start shooting some video and running some blog posts from down there. Also hoping to check out some of the fly shops and things. It seems like they're kind of few and far between in her area. So we're going to try to profile the ones that are around, just to let people know about them. Another reason for my absence is, I don't know if any of you guys have been following it, there was a film group called Wild Montana that got into a little bit of trouble, in my opinion mostly because of some poor fish handling practices and things like that. Fishing without a license, overplaying protected species, things like that. But one of the things that they also got in trouble for was not having the proper permits for where they were filming. So that's one thing that I'm doing some research on, just trying to find out more about, because I'm just one of those people that I got to make sure that I'm doing everything by the book. I want to make sure that I'm doing it right, not breaking any rules or anything like that. I can't take that standpoint that everything's hunky-dory until I get caught. I can't do that. So if you follow my YouTube page, thank you, and you'll have noticed that I did take down some videos that I did shoot in the National Forest. I have contacted the National Forest and got a brief, go look at our website kind of reply, and I've written back and asked for some more clarification. So I'm still waiting to hear back from that. I might try to shoot, I'm definitely shooting more videos and trying to get them put up, but I'm really hoping to get some of my National Forest videos and photos back up, because I really enjoy spending time in our National Forests, and I want to share that with people. And the way I look at it, I'm kind of spreading the word and giving them a little bit extra spotlight, I guess. At least that's the way I look at it. So stay tuned. I should have a lot more coming up. I've got a lot of big plans for this year, but it's been a slow start for me. Like I said, with the move, and I don't make any money off of doing this, so everything I do is out of my pocket or from the kindness of others. So it is a little slow for me. I do have some new gear reviews in the works. I got a 8-weight fly rod to take down to Florida with me from Walter's Fly Rods. So I'm really looking forward to using that. It should be a lot of fun. It's a gorgeous rod, and I've cast it a little bit on the office pond. If you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen enough of the office pond already. And if you don't know the story behind that, if you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure you do, at thesuburbanangler. But yeah, my company moved to a new office building at the exact same time that the little girl moved to Florida and I moved back to Gainesville. So that just kind of added to my busyness. But I lucked out in that the building we moved to has about a 2 or 3 acre pond right out front. And I've been given permission from the owner of my company to fish it all I want. He even wants me to try putting the kayak in it. So I'm going to wait for it to warm up a little bit. I'm shooting this on March 20th. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. It's, I think, around 50 degrees. I don't know what happened. It was 85 degrees the other day. This is going to be a crazy spring. Happy spring, by the way. I think today's the first day. So yeah, I've set out some goals for myself for the year. I'm working really hard toward them. I've been fishing as much as I can, putting up pictures whenever I can, but I do have some blog posts in the work. I still haven't turned on the internet in my new apartment yet, so I am still without. I'm just using my cell phone and trying not to go over on my data. So it's difficult for me to write much for the website, because I tend to do that online instead of, I really need to learn to write it in Word and then just post it online, but I haven't done that yet. I'm trying not to ramble too much, I apologize. I don't have much time for this. My memory card's filling up. I've got my yearly giveaways coming up. I'm a little late this year, if you've noticed. I try to do it January 1st. Again, everything's been late this year. I apologize for that. But going to be kicking that off here probably in the next couple days. And I want to open it up to YouTube. I've been looking, and the URL of my Suburban Angler YouTube account was created before I ever had the Suburban Angler. I didn't really know what I was doing, and certainly didn't know anything about the user ID and the URL. You can have a personalized URL with YouTube. So if you've ever noticed, my YouTube URL goes to smallblock03, which is an old email address. And I would like to change that over so that my URL is the Suburban Angler. But one thing that YouTube requires to be able to change your URL is 100 subscribers. And I think at last check I had 52 or 53. So my Instagram giveaway this year, I'm also going to spread to YouTube. And I kind of hate to do that. It feels like a bit of a ploy. But I'd like to get the 100 subscribers so I can get my URL changed over. So if you guys can help me out with that, I'd really appreciate it. Just if you like my videos, share them around, share them on social media, tell friends about them. If you don't mind, help me get my subscribers up so I can get that URL changed. I really appreciate it. But as far as the giveaway goes, if you guys remember it from last year, it's pretty much the same. Everywhere I go, especially ICAST, I collect all the stickers and decals that I can. Some local fly shops have donated. This year I've been contacted by a couple of fly tires and fly fishing clubs that have asked if they could put stickers in the giveaway, and that's perfectly fine with me. I'm happy to have them. I've got another tacky fly box this year that'll be added to the giveaway. I've also got some arc fishing leaders, tapered leaders, that'll be going into the giveaway as well. If you haven't used those yet, you need to try them. I've really enjoyed using the arc lines and leaders. But like I said, that should be coming soon. It'll launch on Instagram, but then I will do a YouTube video on it as well. And like I said, spread it over to YouTube. Try to get a little wider audience on it. As far as the coming year, what do we have planned? Lots of fishing. I want to get out and do a lot of fishing. I fish a lot. I think I probably fish a little more than the average person anyway. But this year I've set the goal. I want to hit 100 days. I've never counted how many days I spend on the water before. And 100 days might be a little low for me. I don't know. But I've bought myself a calendar book. I'm keeping track. I want to make sure I hit 100 days on the water this year. And again, slow start. It's already almost the end of March. I think I'm only up to 10 or 12 days, but I'll get there, and the office pond is going to help. I spend my lunch breaks out there on the office pond, tossing some flies at the bluegill and bass that are out there. You're also going to see more places. I want to hit more places this year. I've been invited by a few people to fish with them, which is really exciting for me. It just I'm flabbergasted that people actually want to fish with me, which might sound odd, but I usually fish by myself. Almost everywhere I go, I'm alone. So I'm really looking forward to fishing with some new people this year and checking out some new places. Striper fishing on Lake Lanier, some private water fishing in North Georgia. I need to order my North Carolina license. I'd like to go up and fish the Tuckasegee this year. I really want to fish in Cherokee on the Indian reservation. You're going to see a lot of Florida. Just it's the nature of things. So Halifax River and Ponce Inlet, that area is a gorgeous fishery. So I'll be taking the kayak out there quite a bit. You're going to see some modifications to my kayak. I've got a few ideas in mind that I'd like to do. I'm debating if I want to do them on the regular The Suburban Angler channel, or if I'm going to start, I don't know if you guys ever noticed on thesuburbanangler.com, I also have a workshop blog that I'm trying to gear that back up again. It's been difficult in the past. I never actually had a workshop, and I still don't. But I do have a garage here at the apartment complex. I'm going to try to reserve a corner of that for a little workbench and do some projects. So you're gonna hopefully see some modifications to my kayak. I'd really like to get another kayak. My Equinox is a 12-foot. It's a big kayak until you get out in salt water. Then it doesn't feel so big anymore. So I'd like to get something wider and more stable. But again, money's tight, so we'll just have to see what the year brings. Maybe something further down the road. Again, with Florida, you can fish almost year-round. It stays so warm, so there's not really an issue with running out of time there. Another thing I'm working on, I've got all the materials to build a Cajun pirogue. I love canoes. I've always wanted a canoe. It's just been out of reach for me to get a nice one. And then I found plans to be able to build a traditional Cajun style pirogue, which is basically a canoe that's just made out of 1/4-inch plywood. So I've got all the materials, I've got all the tools to do it. Again, it's just finding the place and finding the time. So hopefully that'll be coming soon. And like I said, I'm debating if I want to put it on the regular Suburban Angler channel or if I'm going to put all that on the workshop channel. I think what I may do is put all the build stuff on the workshop channel, and then when it's completed, do a write-up on thesuburbanangler.com. But you guys let me know what you think about that. If you think I should put it in both places, let me know, and I'll do that. I'd like to do whatever you guys would like to see. What else? A lot more fly tying. I've really been enjoying working on that. I need to get a new vise. I've got my grandfather's vise and tying kit, and it just doesn't hold large hooks well. It's great with dry flies, anything small. If I'm tying bluegill flies, the vise works great. I tried to tie up some 1/0 and 2/0 Clousers last year, and the vise just doesn't hold them. So I need to get a new vise for tying, and I want to do a lot more tying, but I don't feel that I'm good enough really to do tutorials, so I might just kind of do suggestions here and there and things like that. But you'll see as that comes along. What else do I have planned? Lots of fishing, tying, more workshop stuff. If you guys watch my pipe videos, I usually have a pipe with me when I'm doing much of anything, so I'd like to try to get a little more on the pipe page as well. That's really been neglected quite a bit. A lot of event coverage. I've already been to the F3T. I think I have their hat on this year. I went to the Winston-Salem, the fly fishing show, which was a great show. ICAST is coming up. Let's see, the Trout Festival in Blue Ridge, Georgia. I'm going to be covering that this year and be there for the weekend. So I'd like to do a lot of event coverage. If you guys hear of an event in the southeast in my area that I can get to easily, let me know. Give me a shout, and I'll do my best to try to get there. If you're promoting an event, let me know. I'd be happy to post it on my page and on social media and try to help spread the word. I love these fly fishing events, and anything we can do to spread the love, you know, I'm happy to help in any way that I can. Let's see, any other plans for the year? Fish. I want to fish. I don't want to spoil everything. I'm still kicking around a few more ideas, but we'll just see where the year takes us. Hopefully 2016 is going to be a good year. I hate that it's March and I'm doing my New Year video. That's what it feels like. But I really appreciate the followers that I have, and anybody new that comes along, thank you. If you don't mind subscribing, that helps me out a great deal. Bumps me up in the search results for Google Analytics and all that kind of stuff. So I really appreciate everybody that's helping me out. And I have big plans in the works, so please stay with me. I really appreciate it. With that, I guess I'll let you guys get back to fishing or watching YouTube videos about fishing or whatever else you're doing. I'm going to sit here and finish my coffee and keep listening to the birds and looking at the mountains in the distance. So I hope you all have a great day. Tight lines, you know. I haven't come up with a good sign off yet, but I just want you to know how much I appreciate you and how much I appreciate you following along with me. So I hope you're all doing well. Please take care of yourselves and have a great day. Thanks. Bye-bye. Oh, one last thing before I go. I almost forgot. Posted some pictures the other day, I think from the office pond, with my Orvis frequent flyer fly rod. Again, if you follow my pictures, you'll see my trip to Norway and Sweden last year. I got the frequent flyer and carried it with me in my carry-on, and turned out to be fantastic. I never did catch any fish. I didn't get to do near as much fishing as I had hoped, but the frequent flyer rod fit really well in an international carry-on bag and has just been a great rod all around since. I typically fish ultralight. I like my small rods and small streams, but when I'm fishing bigger water and I need a 5-weight, the frequent flyer has been my go-to. Even fished with it last night. But some folks on Instagram, some of my friends there, noticed that I never took the plastic off of the cork. I don't know why. I don't really have a reason for leaving the plastic on the cork or not leaving the plastic on the cork. But since they asked about it and they told me how satisfying it is to peel the plastic off the cork, I told them I'd make a video and film myself peeling the plastic off the cork. So I've got the handle here of the Orvis frequent flyer. This is the 8'6" 5-weight. You can see the Orvis logo, and I still have the plastic on the handle here. And you can actually, I don't know how well you can see. I'm just using my phone, so I don't know what it's actually seeing. I have the screen turned backwards to use the better camera. But yeah, there's water underneath it because I fished with this rod last night. But you know, my trusty pocket knife I never leave home without. And here you go, guys. So let's see if I can get the knife underneath the plastic there. There it is. Now if I can get a hold of it. So there you go. The plastic's off the cork. I'll get started on that patina right away. And it's actually, you know, you can see the end there's already a little darker where the plastic didn't cover. Didn't feel all that satisfying to me, but I hope it makes everybody happy. Again, I had no reason for leaving it on. I guess I was lazy and never took it off. It wasn't perforated, so I needed a knife to take it off. And I don't know, never had a trash can nearby when I'm on the water, so didn't want to just shove it in my pocket, so I just left it on. But it's off now, so maybe it'll bring me better luck and I'll catch more fish. Alright, you guys have a great day, and again, any suggestions, anything you'd like to see or hear, drop them down, in the comments below. Shoot me an email, thesuburbanangler@gmail.com. I'd love to read your emails. Contact me through the website, www.thesuburbanangler.com. Find me on Facebook, The Suburban Angler, Twitter, @SuburbanAngler, Instagram, @TheSuburbanAngler, G+, The Suburban Angler, Flickr, Tumblr, I don't know. But yeah, Instagram's really kind of my go-to, so find me there and on the website. Thanks a lot, guys. Hope you have a great day. Catch you later. Bye now.